Good morning to all. Welcome back to today's science class, and today we are going to start our 22nd block, and our 22nd block name is physical changes. Today's class also we will discuss 3 lessons and that topics, that content wise it will be very small. Okay, so that's and now we can explain about the first lesson. In this lesson, physical changes, and in this lesson we are mainly going to identify what all the physical changes are happening around us. Okay, so in our daily life, when we look around us, there is a change. Every day some changes are there. Okay, normally weather changes, climate changes. Okay, we know that we in daily life we observe various changes, right? And already I told you that some of the changes we discussed, that means change in day and night, and climate change, and change in the days, and dates and days also. Like this many changes are there, and in your textbook also some of the changes here it is given. In these pictures you can see that while tearing the paper and making the dough, then melting of chocolates, cutting of potato, and spring, that means the stretching of spring, and you can at last you can see the sharpening of pencils, and dissolving sugar or salt in water, bending of a wire. These all we can consider as various changes. Okay, and what is physical change? Physical changes are actually, it's a change occurs, means the change, it does not involve the formation of new substance. Okay, so that is considered as physical changes. When we means in that picture, when we are discussing time also, those changes, that means for tearing the paper, sharpening the pencils, these all are physical changes. Physical changes are reversible changes, and only there is a change in size or shape of an object. In physical change, there is only a size or shape of an object is occurred. Okay, and it is actually reversible changes. But some changes in our life, or that is irreversible changes, that already I told you that the burning of paper is an irreversible change. Okay, and burning of candle, and when we are considering about the topic, means at the same time bursting of crackers, these all are irreversible changes, and its name is actually, in all those cases some new substances are formed. Okay, so if any changes are occurring time, if there is no new substance are formed, only there is a change in shape or size of the object, that is considered as physical changes. Okay, we need to learn only the physical changes. Physical changes are the changes in which no new substances are formed, and that changes are reversible change, and in this case of physical changes only there is a change in shape and size of the object, no other changes are there. Okay, and main thing, the key factor is that no new substance are formed, and this change is a reversible change. But many of the changes happening around us, that are irreversible changes. Okay, that means time, or already means when we are considering about various consider, for example cooking of food, these all we can consider as an irreversible change. Cooking of food, and burning of papers, bursting of firecrackers, these all are irreversible changes. That example only you need to learn. These irreversible changes are actually, it is termed as chemical changes. That term is not there in your syllabus. We need to learn only physical changes, and the other one is irreversible. Irreversible changes are chemical changes, reversible are physical changes. And in the physical changes, what all the things you have to learn? You have to learn the definition and examples. That's enough. Okay, so that's all about our first lesson. Okay, and now we can discuss the worksheet. After that we can discuss the second and third lesson. Okay, and we are discussing the 3 lessons in today's class, and these 3 lessons, only one, means each and every worksheet only one question and answer you have to do. Open your worksheet S1. The first one, look at the picture and complete the table. First case, you can see here sharpening of pencil. So what is changing? Here what is changing? Changing the size of the pencil. Changing size. Is it physical change? Why or not? Why not? It's a physical change because there is no new substance formed, only change in size occurs. No new substance formed, only change in size occurs. Then second one, that means you can see the sponge. We are just pressing a sponge. So what is the change? What is changing? Change in shape and size. Change in shape and size. Actually, its shape is like a rectangle shape. That shape is changes. So change in shape and size. Is it physical change? Why or not? Why not? Yes, it's a physical change because there is only the change of size and shape and no new substance formed. And next one is burning of candles. And burning of candle, that we can consider as it's a change in size and shape. That means the size is decreasing, and in shape, that burning, that candles. Okay, so that change in size, or you can write a change in size. Then it is physical change or not? It's actually not physical. We can't able to consider as a physical change because it produces what? Burning of candle, it is not a physical change. Why? There is a formation of smoke. Okay, the next one, you can see that this is change in shape and size. That means we can consider that means melting of ice. Okay, so is it physical change? Yes, it's a physical change. Only there is a change in shape and size of the object. Okay, so that's all about our first lesson, and only that table only you need to complete. Now we can move on to our second lesson and third. Second lesson name is change in state by heating, and third lesson change in state by cooling. That together we can discuss. Then only you will explain, means you can easily learn, means understand it. Okay, so change in state by heating or cooling. And what do you mean by change in state? And in previous class we learned about the change in state of matter. Right? Yes, change in state of matter. And our second lesson name is change in state by heating. And cooling is actually third lesson. That also we will discuss. Together only we are discussing. Then only you will get the idea. Okay, so when we consider about, we know that there are three states of matter that we discussed in the previous class. What are the three states of matter? Solids, liquids and gases. And these solids, liquids and gases, that states have some changes by heating and cooling. That only we are discussing today's class. Okay, and for this mainly we are considered in the case of water. Okay, water. And so we can consider here the same way last class how we were discussed, the same way only we are discussing in this case also. Okay, and water is which state of matter? That is liquid. So you here this is water. Okay, that molecules are like this. Here it is packed. So here we can write liquid. Liquid is water. Okay, and normally when we are considering about the ice cubes, okay, ice cubes, how these ice cubes are forming? Ice cubes are formed by, ice cubes are solids, right? Ice cubes are solid. Then here gas. Molecules are far away from each other. That we can consider in the case of water, vapor. Okay, so this is the basic concept that water is an means a component. It can exist, or water is a matter, and it can exist in three states of matter, even solids, liquid and gases. That only we are discussing. When we consider about this ice, okay, where we can, means when we place the ice cubes, that ice cubes we know that it will be in refrigerator. Okay, in freezers we are keeping the ice cubes. That ice tray, in refrigerator ice trays are there, right? And this ice tray, that ice cubes are there, that ice cubes when we are take it out, means we are not placing inside the fridge, we are just take it out. Okay, so that time what will happen? So after 10 or 15 minutes, what will happen? That ice cubes changes to, that ice cubes becomes, that water is formed. Okay, so that is considered as melting. That is considered as melting. Melting means that the solid changes to liquid by heating. Heating in the sense by absorption of heat. For in refrigerator we know that its temperature is less, but in our atmospheric temperature, room temperature will be more. Okay, so these ice cubes when we place on a table, okay, on a outside the refrigerator, when we take the ice cubes from the refrigerator and that we are placing in a table, on a table. So after some time, after 15 or 20 minutes later, these ice cubes we can see water is formed, that is melting. Okay, so that is considered as melting, that ice cubes are starts to melt. That word is familiar to you. You are also normally saying that ice is melts or ice cream melts. Like that we are saying. So melting is the process in which solid changes to liquid by absorption of heat. Okay, that water if we collected in a beaker, and this, okay, that water from the ice cubes or that ice tray that we collected in a beaker, then if we are heating it, okay, heating that water we are taking in a beaker and that we are heating. Okay, while heating time, what will happen? It forms steams, water vapor. Water changes to water vapor or steam evolved. Okay, so that is the change in liquid to gases by absorption of heat. While heating time, obviously water absorb heat, then that is considered as boiling. That is considered as boiling. Boiling or vaporization, or another name is evaporation. Okay, so that is boiling or evaporation or vaporization. In evaporation, one more thing we need to understand. We are mainly, when we wash our clothes, then we placed it outside for dry. Okay, how does it dries? That heat energy from the sun takes the water. That means it evaporates. That is considered as evaporation. That water present in the wet clothes, it is actually absorbed. Okay, so that time, and at the same time the surface, when the formation of rain and all, we know that the water from the water bodies evaporate. Okay, why? Because of the heat energy from the sun. Okay, anyhow you have to listen. Boiling, evaporation or vaporization is the heating of water. Heating of water means by heating water changes to water vapor. That is considered as boiling. Okay, that's all about our third lesson. Okay, change in state by heating, melting, boiling, and change in state by cooling only we are discussing. That means this water vapor, if we are cooling time, it becomes water. That process is called condensation. That process is called condensation. 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 Condensation means that the water vapor changes to water or gas changes to liquid by cooling. That is considered as condensation. Okay, and this water, when we are placing into the refrigerator or freezer, so that water changes to ice. Okay, so water or liquid changes to ice by cooling is considered as freezing, where we are placing the water in freezer. Okay, so that water to solid or liquid to solid by cooling is called freezing. So that's all about our third lesson. Okay, Second lesson we already discussed heating. This upside actually heating. This upside portion is heating. Okay. And this downside part, freezing and condensation, is actually cooling. Okay. So that's all about our second and third lesson. Once again we can conclude it. The change of states means we can change the state of matter by heating or cooling. Okay. And in the case of heating, that solid changes to liquid by absorption of heat. In this case, when you are writing solid changes to liquid, okay, so that is melting by absorption of heat. That also you have to write. And what is boiling? Boiling means that the liquid changes to gas by heating is called boiling. Okay, absorption of heat, or you can see that you can say that by heating. Okay, then gas changes to liquid by cooling is called condensation, and liquid changes to solid by cooling is called freezing. That's enough. And it is very important because in question exam time maybe it is as define freezing. Freezing. What is freezing? The liquid changes to solid by cooling, or emission of heat energy is considered as what? Freezing. Are you clear? Yes. Now in your textbook its definition clearly given in your content book, and one picture also given. You just open your means you can see in your content book that picture like this. Some changes are there, means like this are only here it is marked, that picture how to draw in solids, liquids and gases. Here in this here you can see that how does the solids, liquids and gases are arranged. Okay, so that's all about our fourth lesson. That picture or that diagram is very important, you should learn it. Okay, now we can discuss our worksheet. Okay, and our next worksheet is S2. In S2 also first question you have to do. In this picture, observe the changes in the picture. Picture A and picture B we can see. And is there any change in the form, shape, appearance of the substance? Describe the changes. What is picture A? Picture A, you can see the melting of ice, right? Melting of ice. So picture A, we have to say that is there any change in form, shape, appearance of the substance? Describe the change. In picture A, ice changes to water, and that means ice cubes which changes to water. Ice change to water. In picture B, what happens? We are actually heating the water. Steam is formed. Heating water, then steam forms. Water vapor form. Then B, name the two changes shown in picture A and B. Picture A is actually melting and picture B is actually boiling. So you can write there picture A hyphen melting, picture B hyphen boiling. See, what is the difference between two changes? What is the difference? In melting, solid changes to liquid by absorption of heat, and in boiling, liquid changes to gas by heating. Why does water change into water vapor when heated? Okay, why does water changes to water vapor while heating? So that time, that tiny particle, okay, and the D, why does water change into water vapor when heated? Okay, in this case, while heating time, the temperature increases in the water. As a result, water changes to water vapor by absorbing heat. By absorbing heat, water changes to water vapor. So that's all about our S2. Then S3 we can discuss now. Change in state by cooling. Okay. So for this we can write the third question answer. That we can discuss. Look at the diagram of water cycle. Tick the process shown. And here what all the process we can see. In this case, evaporation is there. Okay, evaporation. Then you can write there melting also. Evaporation, melting, condensation. And in S3, that first question, Ram wake up on a winter morning and went into the garden. He observed droplets of water on the leaves of plants. Can we explain why is water come? Where is this water come from and how? What is the process is called? Okay, and in this S3 you have to write only this third question answer. Third question, here it is. Look the diagrams of the water cycle. Tick the process shown. And in this picture you can see that arrow mark, it represents the water from the water surface. It in the form of evaporation it reaches to the clouds, and rain, it form as rain. That water cools and form rain. And first one is melting. That you can take evaporation, you can take condensation, precipitation. Precipitation means rain. Okay, so all the boxes you have to tick. Then B, are these changes are reversible or irreversible? Why? These changes are reversible. Why? Because it takes from the water bodies and again it come back to the water bodies. Okay, that water again reaches in the form of rain, it again come back to the earth. So it is a reversible change. And I am telling you that which question you have to do, that only we are discussing. And in first question and second question also we can just explain. And in this case, Ram wake up in the winter morning and went out the garden. Then he observed droplets of water and in the leaves of plants. Can we explain where this water comes from and how? It is actually comes from our atmosphere itself. So there is what is the process called? That is condensation. Water vapor, because of that night, that cooling, it changes to water. That process is condensation. Then why does water vapor changes to water on cooling? Why water vapor changes? Because it cooling time, what will happen is that water because of cooling, that water vapors it changes to that molecules sets together, or that molecules are free to, or tiny particles are free to move. So that because of cooling, that tiny particles are come closer. Okay, tiny particles are come closer while cooling, then it form liquids. Okay, in liquids we know that the molecules are closely packed. And in the case of S1 also, second question, the carving of food is an irreversible change. It is irreversible change. Is it physical change? No. Why? Because physical changes are reversible change. Then in second question of S2, name the process shown in picture. How is it different from boiling? Okay, and it is actually, that process is evaporation, and in the case of this, it is not, we are not heating, it is actually heated by the atmosphere, that from the suns. We are actually not heating it, it is they are evaporating, changes to liquid to water vapors. That is mainly because of the heat energy from the sun. Okay, so that's all about. So you need to write in the S1 first one, S2 first question, and S3 third question answer. Okay, so that's all about our today's class. Okay, so you have to complete your worksheet S1, S2 and S3. What all the question I told you to complete, that only you need to write. Okay, so anyway, now we can wind up our class. Thank you.